That's the taste of victory. Still, welcome back again to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. I am the highly celebrated, not by other people, but I am celebrating Tom from Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. Howdy, guys. And I'm a fantasy sports addict. Hanging out tonight, Sunday. Usual suspects. I got Jose hanging out. And, of course, Andrew. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hey.
And we're just doing our, standard Sunday night fantasy sports hangout where we talk about the week that just was, the week ahead, and we answer fantasy sports questions, talk about fantasy sports. So if you have any questions, hit that chat, let me know. Feel free to join in, contribute, talk shit, whatever. That's what we do here Sunday night. And, of course, what do we got going on Sunday night?
And it's
Wrapping
a rare
up.
appearance. It's a rare appearance for me on Sunday nights. So usually I'm not available Sunday nights.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, we have you sometimes Saturdays, sometimes midweeks. It's flexible. Some girls asking what I drink. None of your goddamn business, woman. You know what I'm drinking? Victory. It's delicious. It's very delicious. It's refreshing even. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We got our Sunday night football. It's good. It's good. You watching this Falcons game? Or are you watching this Eagles game? I guess it depends on which side of the fence you're on. And we all know what side Jose's on. He's a Jets fan. Of course, I'm a Cards fan. And the other Cards fan, a St. Louis Cardinals fan. Who do you root for when you watch football, Andrew?
He doesn't care.
He's like, I could really root for giving any shits at all. Who knows? We'll see. Okay.
Where are you, Andrew?
Well, we got ceiling cam. But that's okay. We can do our little Brady Bunch thing. Here's the story. Oh man, I think we lost him. We may have lost him. That's all right. It's all right. So, how was your week, Jose? What'd you get yourself into?
I had a troublesome tooth that I had to take care of.
Okay, so you got tooth yanked.
Yeah, you already heard the story. I don't need to go through it again. It was horrible.
It was brutal. Let's just say
Fucking,
let's just say tooth extraction. Not fun.
and nothing worse than having the lady had been like 120 pounds, yanking and going back and fucking forth, trying to wiggle this motherfucker out of my skull.
I picture. Oh, we got Andrew back. I picture some sort of like Bugs Bunny cartoon. Where, like, you're sitting there in the chair and she's, like, standing on your chest, like, cartoon yanking. And really
Dude.
what they need, like, a tooth tow truck to pull it out.
Not sure what happened. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Nothing.
Well, I said I was an Eagles fan. I'm actually an Eagles fan.
Oh, fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh, my condolences.
There you go.
Philadelphia fans are the worst, bro. I already told you about what happened to me at a Phillies game. They are horrible, Philly fans. Not you, Andrew.
Well, Philly
general.
fans, they'll
Yeah, and I'm
They'll do
more
a
of a
number on.
casual fan, not like I'm not like
Casual fan.
honestly, I'm not even watching the game right now, so I'm not that hardcore of a fan.
Well, what are you doing? You gotta put it on, baby. Come on, we're watching football here.
I mean, we're talking about fans that threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Remember that.
Well, Philly fans will hammer anybody, man. I mean, it's Philly fans. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. It's been a long fantasy week. It's been a good fantasy week. We ended our fantasy baseball leagues. It was the last week of the season, championship week. Cubby takes home a championship. Nate takes home a championship. I bring home a couple of titles.
Can
No
you
big deal.
say the name of the leagues? Who won the FNA? Nathan?
All right, so yeah, Friends and Addicts. That was Nate Dogg's title. That's James's league. FSAA Dynasty. Of course, I won that. And Hall of Shame. That's the league that James won. And of course, League of Evil. That's another one of my leagues. I won the title there, and it was a beautiful experience. Much fun was had by all. We had great opponents throughout the playoffs, great opponents throughout the season. Unfortunately, just to recap, you probably heard it 1,000 times, but Pete went into the finals matchup, all 4 finals, came away with donuts for a title, no titles. So that's unfortunate, but still a worthy competitor, and it was definitely probably, I mean, it was the best season, honestly, that we've ever had. In 15 years of running these leagues, starting with the 2 home leagues, this was by far the best season we had. So, just a little thank you and congratulations to everybody. And like I said, if you're just now joining us, you want to get yourself into some of these fantasy leagues. We got basketball coming up. I'm going to try to see if I can cobble together a fantasy hockey league. Go to the website or hit me up on Twitter, fantasysportsaddicts.com, or at letter F, letter S, or double letter A, FSAA. That's how you get in these leagues. And, of course, you got any questions, that's where you go. Redoing the site. And, of course, we do these.
Is that up yet?
It's up in a still under construction state. But it's coming along nicely. I got a lot of the back end issues ironed out. There's still some design issues I want to address, like fonts and things like that, but it's really just minor shit at this point. I can't wait to get a real podcast done. We haven't done a good podcast in, I don't know, 4 months. So get a new podcast, see if that's posting to iTunes now. It should be. So yeah, you can always find those links on the comments section or the little description of the video. But yeah, this is what we do. We hang out, bring your questions, all that. Fantasy baseball, though, like, hopefully, if you haven't ended your leagues yet, like, ended the season, you got to do that as early as possible. Otherwise, you run into what you run into with any other fantasy sport, right? You don't want to be playing the last week of the season. Like, guys are getting rested and, because then it's like people are bitching about, well, so-and-so wasn't on the bench, I mean,
Yeah.
You're already going to be dealing with that through injuries and otherwise. So,
Obviously, with the exception of Roto leagues, because that's the last league I'm setting my lineups in.
True. That's Roto. I was missing Roto this year. I only did the one Roto Dynasty for FFO. But that we don't know if that league's going to survive. So, who knows?
What happened to the? Is that the league you're talking about?
Fantasy front office or fan front office?
No, the other one, with all the people who writers.
Oh, TGFBI, that is still going.
Yeah,
that's also Roto. I mean, tonight was free agent acquisition night, so I'm not sure who did what. I just know I had a piss poor showing because of injuries. I think James is pretty much. And Andrew, you're pretty much just.
I was gone a month ago.
Yeah, like we've checked out just because all of our teams basically kind of shit the bed.
It's funny because I didn't hear you guys talking about it, so I figured you guys are.
James and I started out our draft like we're always like fucking, Thelma and Louise or Laverne and Shirley or something, like going over the cliff together. And we both had some picks. We both had some picks that did not pan out, unfortunately. So I mean, yeah, when you draft, I think my second or third pick overall was Severino. So, when you got
Severino ruined a lot of fantasy lives.
Well, and of course, I love this. Like, titles in the bag. Playoffs are over, but a little Severino start on Tuesday, and then conveniently Stanton's back and all. Yeah, I mean, but when you've contended with that kind of shit all season long,
see, that's where if you're doing good on your Roto, those guys are coming to help you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anybody that went and put a waiver claim on like a Severino in a Roto league like that, just he's sitting here, sweet, just. Nice.
I'm in one Roto league, and I'm neck and neck, 3-way to the championship. But I just lost Javi, El Mago, and I lost Trout. But that's not what hurts the most. What hurts the most is the fucking mother teams don't put them on the DL, so I can't pick anybody else. That's
expand.
Is it dynasty or is it redraft?
It's a dynasty. That's why I can't drop them.
Yeah, if you've got them dynasty, you're
fucked. I'm fucked.
You're fucked. Yeah, you're pretty much just that's what it is. You're fucked.
Because you're gonna have a hole in your lineup every other day with a catcher, because the catcher has to rest. And what I've done is I've gotten a lot of pitching, so my roster is really, I'm in trouble.
Well, I mean, that's all right. You got plenty of time to make moves. I mean, how far out of first place are you?
Like 200 points.
Oh,
but that's a good 2-3 days. I'm fine. But it's also I'm not running out of pitching. Everyone else is running out of pitching.
Okay, so you can just keep throwing guys out there. I mean, there's plenty of streams. I mean, the thing that's going on now that's kind of a pain in the ass. If you have like a bona fide actual 6-inning type starter, or at least 5 innings kind of starter, you're so much better off than somebody that's sitting there scouring the waiver wire, twisting their mustache like, who am I going to go get? And it's like, at this point, you're looking at what they call openers. They're not starters, they're openers.
Yo,
you get 2 innings, 3 innings maybe.
They started that this year, and that's killing fucking fantasy in my opinion.
Not this year. I mean, Tampa, Oakland, they experimented with it last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's existed, but yeah, it's a lot more prevalent this year, and it's something that's going to become much more prevalent as we play. So we have Savannah Givens hanging out. Heyo, how's it going, Savannah?
That's a friend of mine.
Howdy.
And what that really changes is win leagues. Obviously, quality starts are affected too, but the middle relievers are going to get the wins now.
Yeah, wins is still, a lot of people complain about ban the win or whatever. I think wins is still a valid fantasy stat. Quality starts is obviously, it's kind of going the way of the dinosaur. Wins, you would say it's such a bad, gauge.
It's a bad real life stat, but not.
I think there's going to be something that comes along in terms of a new statistic or some sort of metric to weigh the value overall of the opener, the starter, all these new, the new dynamic of baseball. I think there's going to be something that sort of, quantifies that or helps you qualify it within your league or the value of that player. So it's just going to take time. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I mean, so if you're going to play for a championship or you're playing for your championship or you won your championship, congratulations. Keep going. I mean, Jose's going to keep going. Yeah.
You know that.
Oh, yeah, going hard. Speaking of going hard, there's some bad news today for fantasy football already. I mean, we had some scares. We had some, even just in this game, right, with Wentz. That was a little questionable. I mean, there's, David Johnson for the Cardinals. That was a thing. So, in terms of known serious issues, though, two very fantasy relevant quarterbacks their seasons are in doubt now. Right, Jose? You want to talk about Breeze and Roethlisberger a little bit here?
Yeah. I was watching. I had it on. I was watching the what the hell is that called? The channel that has all the games.
Red Zone.
The Red Zone, because my Jets don't play, so I watch the Red Zone, and I got to see that when Breeze got hurt, it was kind of weird because when you looked at the play, it didn't look like anything really happened. Then they zoomed in, and their hands hit,
Yeah.
It still didn't look like it was anything. But
Well, it looked like they were giving each other like a high five kind of thing.
yeah, that's what it kind of basically looked like.
But from like an opposite angle, what happened is Breeze's thumb hooked. What's his name? Gordon?
No, Darnold.
Was it Darnold? I don't know who it
No,
was.
Darnold,
Donald. Yeah, that's who it was. Sorry.
Yeah, Aaron Donald.
Yeah, so hooked his thumb, right? And that is, the thumb ligament obviously is the same as, your elbow. That's a UCL. So that's pretty scary. That could be like a Tommy John type surgery. Then that's, ligament replacement, or at least some sort of stem cells or something or other, depending on the severity of it. But yeah, I mean, just, if you're wondering about it, just take your own thumb and pull on it, and you can feel that ligament moving in your elbow. So imagine catching that at full speed, full force, a guy plowing into you as you're full motion throwing the football. That can't feel good. And then there was a similar situation, not due to a collision or anything like that, but Roethlisberger, he's looking like he may have an elbow ligament issue. He's going for an MRI.
That injury I did not see. I didn't
see it either. Again, truth be told, I was very focused on baseball and fantasy baseball finals today, being the last day of the season in that sense. But yeah, I mean, when you got two quarterbacks, lost connection to the camera here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I see.
The hell does that even mean? The hell? Well, all right. Give me a second to figure that out.
No problem.
Anyway, you can hear me. That's good at least. I don't know how your browser loses connection to your camera, but it's like a ligament. There we go. Hey, and we're back. Hey,
back. Hey,
I don't know how that happens. That's some strange stuff. But yeah, two ligament injuries. Not good. Not good at all.
Looks like Wentz just scored.
Yeah, Wentz on the pile. And then look how he spikes the ball, but then he almost fell over spiking the ball. Like, okay, don't hurt yourself spiking the football. Jeez.
Andrew, do you know any players on your team?
Do I what?
Do you know any of the players on your team?
Oh, I know who quarterbacks are. I know who running backs are. Like I know the name.
Well, you got a big game out of your running back today.
Did I?
Wasn't that your running back?
I had Kamara, and he didn't really do anything.
Oh, I thought I saw you had something. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I was looking at something.
120 yards.
Lamar Jackson. He has Lamar Jackson. He had like 30 points for him.
Okay, so Jackson went off for your shit. Well, there you go. There you go. And that's why you are in first place. You have had the most points scored through 2 2/3. What would you call this? Sunday night. Would you call this like 2 2/3 of a week, basically? Or, well, 2/3 of a week. But
there's only one game left.
Okay,
that'd be more like
the Monday night game. So
14/15 of a week.
Yeah. All right, whatever. I suck at math. Don't make fun of me. I suck at math.
I'll be at work tomorrow, so I won't get to see that debacle Jets game with we're fucking falling apart, bro.
Yeah, all right, so
no matter how good we think we're gonna be, it winds up same old fucking Jets.
Well, that's Mets, Jets. Too bad they rhyme.
No, I don't give two shits about the Mets.
Well, I know you're a Yankees fan, but
usually Mets fans are Jet fans. That is true.
Yeah,
but I'm just
different. That must be really disappointing
for Met fans. Yes, I know. I have a lot of Met friends on Facebook, and you got to do a wellness check on them after.
Yeah, seriously, that or like check the mug shots on the county. the county website, make sure they weren't like arrested for some sort of threats or chaos. Yeah, Mets fans are interesting folk.
But I'll tell you, Mets fans, so they're the first ones to talk shit. They win 2 games.
Oh, if they're doing well, yeah.
Yeah, they're one of the first ones to be talking shit.
It's like, finally we're doing well.
And whenever I get a Met fan talk shit about the Yankees, I have something on all Met fans. They're such a great Met fan. I'll say, well, when they won the World Series in '86, did you go to the ticker tape parade? You know, they say no. And you know what I say? Well, guess what? I went to the ticker tape parade. I cut school with my buddy. We went to New York City on the bus and went to the ticker tape parade.
Okay.
I've never been to a Yankee ticker tape parade.
Okay. Well,
when they started winning it all, I lived in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, you might have to get back. I mean, I think the best World Series celebration I saw was, and again, it's much more recently than the one I got to be involved in, but 2016 we were live, and of course James, the Cubs. So he's in Chicago. Like,
did he go to Chicago?
Yeah, he was in Chicago, and of course, they finished on the road clearly, but he was there in Chicago, in Wrigleyville, and all the bars were just jam packed. Everything was crazy. He cried like a baby. I mean, everybody was just having a grand old time. It was like the party of the century.
Yeah,
and I believe Andrew was stewing.
Maybe.
He's probably still stewing. If the Yankees win it all, I won't shed a tear. I'm sorry. I'm
sorry, but I don't want the Yankees to win. I've been dealing with annoying Yankee fans for about a week now. All I hear is DJ LeMahieu. Yo, world.
He is great.
Well, he's good, but someone said he's going to be paid more than what Machado makes a year. Next year in 2021 or whatever. Like,
I thought we signed him for a multi-year anyway.
Yeah, 2021. You have until 2021.
That would be ridiculous, I think.
Now, like I was saying, if the Jets win a championship, I will be. I'm speechless. I don't know how I'm gonna go. I don't know how I'm gonna act. I'll be.
Well,
I will shed a few tears, my friend.
Man, running wild.
I just want the Dodgers to lose so we can continue to make fun of them.
Well, maybe they'll lose the Yankees.
Oh, that's quite a World Series, Dodgers Yankees. I mean, that would be appropriate. I think the Braves may have something to say about that first.
And Houston. Oh, Houston's would be in American League, but
I was gonna say there's a few teams that are pretty damn good in baseball this year. So, I mean, I don't think the Diamondbacks are catching that wild card at this point, unfortunately. But what can you do?
Are the Mets still in contention?
They're still in the mix. Yeah, they're still in the mix.
Technically, yeah, they're around where the Phillies are.
Yeah, but it looks like it's. Who is it actually? I think it's what Nationals and
Cubs.
Cubs right now, yeah. But Cubs, they've got a very tenuous grasp of that, and I think that's almost entirely to blame on Joe Madden. So Madden's a madman, not in a good way. It seems like these days. I've heard about that for all season, quite frankly, but most especially the last few weeks. I tell you what, any given weeknight, you want to hear somebody going fucking bananas. James yelling at Joe Madden, like, whew, he gets fired up, and for good reason, obviously. Nate even too. Nate gets pretty spicy for a man of the cloth, but I mean that's what happens when you're a Cubs fan watching poor management, I suppose, but.
Yeah, I don't have anybody to blame with Matheny gone, so I don't get mad. I just get disappointed in them.
Today, not ideal. That's a shame. So if you're just joining us, again, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. This is our weekly hangout. Please feel free. Please feel free. Comment. Ask a question. Tell us we suck. Whatever. That's what we do here. It's all good. And yeah, we're just watching the end of the Atlanta Falcons Philadelphia Eagles game here. Andrew is, you know, sort of rooting for his Eagles while we look at his ceiling. Oh, look at that. Nice. That was a nice play. Very nice play for the.
I look forward to the end of every NFL week because I watch this recap video that recaps the entire league, and guys, sarcasm is great. So that's how I stay up to date on football.
The sarcasm, it helps digest the information.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan just threw a nice touchdown play there. That was. Come on,
What?
give me the replay again.
Shit, are you serious? I must be way behind.
Maybe, yeah. I'm watching it live, so
Well,
you're
I'm
watching
watching it through satellite, yeah, pretty much. Okay.
But that was nice,
right now.
nice scoring drive. So.
Okay, now I see the play.
Julio.
11. Who's 11? Is that Julio?
Yeah. Boom. Kicks good. Bam. Yeah, it's not necessarily the game. 2 minutes left.
Damn, I'm way behind.
That's all right. Just like, come on, catch up. Hit live. Whatever you got to do. I don't know. But yeah, I wanna throw this out there while we're early in the broadcast. We got a couple of people hanging out. Fantasy hockey. Hockey starts in 17 days, believe it or not. And that's sneaking up on us fast. Basketball is also sneaking up on us. I haven't done a hockey league it's been a good minute here. I would say probably at least 3 years. So if anybody's interested in some fantasy hockey, let me know. I'd love to start a league or at least get enough people together for a league. Whether or not that's possible, I don't know. But if you've got a good hockey league and you need a manager, let me know. And basketball, still got a little bit longer for that. Obviously, the dynasty leagues, those are going to be going strong this year. So let's get you into one of those. We have a few openings. Unfortunately, there was some turnover, but it seems like anytime you bring in new blood, or at least lately when we've brought in new blood to these dynasty leagues, things just get better and better. So, there's some good teams available. Let me know. And where can you let me know? That's right, the website, fantasysportsaddicts.com, or on Twitter. And if you see here, it's got my Twitter handle. Go ahead and just give me a little tweet ski. We'll be getting you into those leagues. Yep.
I think
Jose,
all of our... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I think we all have our Twitter handles. I'm at Jets Infinity, and Andrew is at Fantasy81.
That's correct. So if you want to bully us or troll us, go ahead and try. Good luck. But we're impervious to your insults. I don't know. I'm still just drunk on glory of championship. I don't know. I can't I can't stop celebrating. I just keep hearing my celebrate music. I put together a whole playlist in case I won. All right. What's the most ridiculous thing you've done to celebrate a fantasy championship? That's a good question. Like, we've seen some of the videos we did in the past where Ryan and I would freak out if we lost, or just do other silly shit. But I'm gonna be doing something with a champagne video. That'll be kind of fun. But what about you guys? Like, you guys ever have any total trash talk situations, or I don't know?
Not me.
Anytime I trash talk, I lose. The only time I win is when I'm silent.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I always feel like
That
I
is
jinx
true.
myself.
We have witnessed that. Whenever he trash talks, he does lose.
Yeah, I feel like it's easy to jinx yourself. But I also don't want to come across as being sort of like a fake humility or a fake humble either, because that's not really my personality, if you know me. I mean, I'm superstitious sort of, but not really. So I don't know. I mean, in all your leagues, Jose, there's never been anybody that was like nothing crazy ever.
Not that I recall.
All right. Well, I mean, how about this? You know, if you guys have a tradition in your leagues, being the audience out there, you make the guy in last place go stand on the street corner in his wife's dress, wearing a sign that says "I suck at fantasy football," or you know, you do like a. I mean, maybe it's just cash. Maybe it's just the cash prize when you win it. Who knows? Throw me some ideas here, because I always love hearing about what people in other leagues do. We have a tradition, I guess, where we have like a lot of homemade trophies. The locker you
Hmm.
see on my set here, the golden locker. This is, we never mailed it out because it weighs a fuck ton. This is from 2015 fantasy basketball, and it was supposed to go to Woot. Actually, I guess it was 2015, 2016. Woot never really claimed it. Plus, Woot's gone now. We figured he was more of an ass man than a tits man. So there's a picture of a thong, a woman's ass in a thong. I'm hoping that's a woman's ass. Actually, I'm not sure. At least because it doesn't matter if it's a guy's ass, but really, since I'm looking at it currently, I'm hoping it's a woman's ass.
It
But it's
doesn't.
very nice. It doesn't matter. It's just an ass and a thong. That's all there. It's ass is ass, baby. But yes, the golden locker of awesomeness is still awesome. But I need it. It's time to get some trophies going for leagues that we won, and Nate did some nice pennants like flags, um, for last year's, and he finally mailed them out to James, and it was funny. He got it like just a couple days before for the 2017 championship he won. So he was able to update it and put 19 on it just today. He got it like a couple days ago, and then today he updated it 19. But yeah, that's the kind of, I mean, little traditions like that are fun, and I like the handmade, self-made kind of thing more than just like we went and bought this little trophy thing, or like this championship belt you see some leagues do. I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's
that's
cool though. That's
those. Yeah,
cool.
those are cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on them, but
I have a
but
trophy from a year ago. Was it 2 years ago?
okay, bust it out. Let's see this thing. See, that's what I was asking about. I'm like, what do you do for
I
your
totally
league?
forgot about it. This is
All right, let's
I
see this
won
thing.
this. I won this. I think 2 years ago.
Okay,
So you can see the
looks
name of it.
looks heavy. Is that heavy?
It is. Yeah, it is a bit heavy.
Okay, all right. How the hell did they ship that to you?
Uh, the guy that ran the league, we paid. I forget what we paid, and he just
Okay,
shipped it.
huh? All right.
I last year I almost won it again, a different one, but I fucking lost in the championship game.
Well, at least you
So
made it
that
back.
so that league I won first place, which I got this, and then last year second place.
Okay.
And this year I'm fucking 0-2 in that league already.
Ah, that's not how you
Everyone's after
started
me.
out. It's not how you
Everybody's
started out. What do you don't want to start it that way? No, I mean the thing about trophies like that though, the weight makes it like really inconvenient to ship.
Yeah, but this got some weight to it.
Oh yeah, I mean you could kill somebody with it probably if you had to,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
definitely.
Smash in a skull or two. I don't know. Murderous
Oh,
rage.
it's 2017, so it was two
Okay,
years ago. And the name of my team was Just End the Season, Jets. That
nice,
was the name.
nice. I like that.
That was the name of
I like that.
the year.
Just in the season. I haven't heard that in a minute. I love that. No, I mean I like what we do with ours, the handmade kind of thing. Uh, just go to like a Goodwill store, just some shitty little like thing, knick-knack you find. Get a Dremel tool and some gold spray paint, and then you got like a totally customized and personalized trophy for each manager that wins any of your leagues. One year, I still think this is the best trophy we sent out. We've sent out a handful of cool ones. Like the locker, I think is really cool. But The best we've sent out was Ryan and I found a scimitar. And if you don't know what a scimitar is, it's a sword, but it's a curved pirate type sword. It's an Alibaba sword. Hey up, Cubby in the house. Cubby's hanging out. What's up, Bubble?
Hey, Cubby.
Mama loves you, baby. Oh, he can't sleep. He's still enjoying his championship too. He's just like me. He's like, I'm so excited.
Shit, my computer's acting up. But James, don't leave yet because I want to show you something.
So the best trophy though, the scimitar. So it was made of wood. It's nothing fancy, but spray painted it gold. I forget, it was Angry Mets fan Joe. So he won like the inaugural trophy for that year, and I forgot what we got Nathan because Nathan won Ryan's league that year. It's pretty good, whatever it was. But I like the personalized thing if you're doing trophies. But again, I'll figure out what we're doing this year. I owe James, even though he's got the pennant, I'd love to find something that just sort of says Cubby. Get the Dremel tool out, Cubby 2019, something like that. I got to do the end of season awards. That's another thing we'll have to announce. But all right. So Andrew, this is probably not a shocker. You're just barely trailing James. You guys are the flies in the ointment for the FFO league. But yeah, you've had a much improved season, and just much improved. Not just this year, between like this year and last, but overall, much improved management. So, congratulations on that. And you are in the running for manager of the year. Obviously, Pete would be in that category with the 4, championship appearances. But I will say there's a little tarnish on the fact that he didn't come away with even one championship. So
that should put into the FSA Hall of Fame.
Well, that in its own, like I said, it just, the odds of that are just because nobody's ever made all 3 leagues finals. Now that we have 4 core 4 dynasties, the odds of that are just astronomical. So obviously it's a two-headed monster there. You repeat. And I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe I'll put it up for a vote on the website. We'll see. We can vote for most improved or best season, or I don't know what the hell to call it. Manager of the year, I guess.
I feel like what I really improved in was auction leagues because I was terrible at them. But
okay, auction's fun. Did we do any auction drafts at all?
What the FFO one, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was auction.
Yeah. That's right. It's been so long now. I honestly do love auction. I think next year we'll get back. We'll do the redraft auction Roto. I don't know who's going to join it, but just I really missed Roto. That wasn't Dynasty. I missed the auction more than anything, to be honest. So
I'm trying to get back on, but my computer's acting up. So bear with me.
No, we can see you.
Oh, you can see me? Oh, now I can see you.
James says that's a sexy jersey.
That's nothing. Look at James. Remember I told you about it? Can you see the back?
Yep. Now, Nate would love that too. Nate's not
here,
here,
but I don't know Nate.
Well, you're going to... Nate now. Nate
Why is he on?
What's that?
But he's not on here.
No, he's not currently in the Hangout, but Nate from the leagues. He's been in the leagues,
Mm-hmm.
so and he's your.
I also got a Vladito jersey.
Oh, you did? Sweet.
Yeah, Blue Jays jersey.
Okay. Must have set you back a scotch.
No, not really.
Really?
When we get off air, I'll tell you where I got it.
Okay. It's a secret.
Yeah, it is.
Secret jerseys. All right. James, we are watching the last minute of Sunday Night Football currently, and Atlanta's up 24-20. Not a whole lot to watch. I mean, there was an interesting Wentz play a little while ago. I mean, Philadelphia is in scoring range here, but Matt Ryan aired it out most recently and
They
good scoring drive
Philadelphia
there. But
underperformed against two meh teams. Like Washington had like a 17-point lead on them.
yep.
They're not. Once they play a real team, not gonna be good.
So you're saying the Falcons are not a real team?
Well, they're not top tier. I'd put them in the middle.
What do you mean? Yeah, they are.
I mean, you know, ever since they lost that Super Bowl.
All right, if you're in the ATL right now, you want to send some hate towards Andrew, go right ahead.
Andrew, not me. Not me.
Yeah, that guy, that's ceiling cam guy. He's not buying. Yeah, he's not buying this Matt Ryan nonsense or your Julio Jones. Oh man! All right, so about 40 seconds left here. Fourth down.
You know what? This Jets hat and this cup shirt doesn't quite look right.
Yeah,
It's a weird pairing.
What he said?
He said it looked better with the powder blue Cardinals.
No, I don't have a Cardinals jersey.
No, well, he's a Cards fan, so he's telling you to
Yeah,
get
I
a
know.
Cards jersey.
But I've been getting jerseys of players that I like. And if I would get a Cardinal jersey, it might be Goldschmidt, or I might go throwback and go with Musial or Bob Gibson.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd get a Goldie jersey.
I mean,
not my
you
style.
know, gotta get
That's so
Molina.
sorry. I'm sorry. I should have thought about it. Thought of that when I said.
No, I don't. Other people can like Goldie. I mean, again, it's not his fault he got traded. He wasn't
Bro,
really
that
signed
look
either.
in your face was fucking priceless.
See, I'm just a bitter D-backs fan, and I don't really. I mean, as much as I was clowning on that trade, you know, the genesis of the clowning, if you will, it wasn't so much, you know, about like anything other than the fact that that's just classic D-backs having to trade away star players, always fielding a very low budget team, not keeping any of the talent that's good. I mean, and that's just been the history of the Diamondbacks.
They should have said you have to throw in Gorman.
Well, I mean, it would have been Gorman straight up, if that even. I mean, again,
It's not like the players, you know. Carson Kelly's been a very decent catcher, and they haven't really had offensive catchers.
The returns, the return's been decent. I like Carson Kelly. I think he's got a lot of room to grow. I like the way he handles.
I love Gorman. Gorman's good.
Of course, and again, he's the local product.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
so.
Gorman's kind of struggled a bit in the minors.
Well, but he's
19, 20 years old.
Yeah, he's.
So is Juan Soto, but he, you know.
All right, well, but we can't all be 19-year-old phenoms. I mean, Gorman is.
And
think about. All right, you have to think about this in a different light.
It's Soto. Soto's from Santo Domingo, so he might not be 19. That might be a fake ass. He might be 20, 21.
When was the last time Cardinals had a superstar from their minor leagues? Not like, you know, they got the good guys like Tommy Edman that can play, but where's the last superstar?
Stan Musial?
Well, no, the last superstar would probably be Pujols. 2001.
Well, Pujols, Waino. I mean, does Waino count? I mean,
Wainwright
good. But at the Braves, we traded for him. He was from the Braves.
Yeah, so he came out. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I don't know if he really counts because.
What about Stan Musial?
Well, that was. I mean,
that's eons ago.
We're in trouble.
Yeah,
but Stan Musial was homegrown.
Well, yeah, but that was ancient.
Everyone
history,
was
really.
basically back then.
Yeah. the minor league system wasn't. I will say this though, Pujols definitely. Yeah, he's the last one. And again, same thing with the age. But if you think about it, like a lot of these players coming out of, Venezuela, the Dominican, they have professional ball and camps from, major league organizations at a young age. They have access to, they probably don't even go to school, to be honest. Let's be honest. If your life is like, I live in a shitty village with barely running water and electricity, and we're dirt fucking poor, like poorer than people can imagine here in America for the most part. All you have, the key to your, not just your existence and your survival, but you, your family, probably part of your village or your hometown relies on your success as a ball player, right?
What I would do is I would find a female and just pop kids and make sure, and hopefully they're all males, and maybe you get a good ball player out of the bunch.
Well, then you end up with 45 Wander Francos. And then like 2 or 3 Rugneto Doors.
Oh man, well you gotta go.
He's got a brother named Rugneto Door. I mean, I'll never understand. Like, is it just like a dad that's got like a couple baby mamas, just keeps naming this?
The Francos. Is it Francos, the shortstop for Tampa in the minors?
Yeah.
Wander Frank. There's like 4 of them or 3 of them.
Yeah.
The same damn name.
Yeah. I mean there's a lot of Francos, and
I don't want to make jokes about poverty, but they were too poor to afford another name.
I mean that's I'll allow it. I mean, right? It saves.
Be careful about them poverty jokes.
You get a stamp. You're American. You're not dirt poor. It's not the same. It's not the. But that's the point.
I was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay, well, but even still, it's an American territory, province, or whatever. Wait, are we in Canada? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's not quite the same. Yeah, that's I said that first. But it's not the same situation that most kids in America have, where you go to school and you got other sports to play, and you can choose baseball if you want, and then even then, like, you got your shitty high school coach or some shitty little league coach. Like, maybe you have all the talent on your team, but the stupid little league coach is coaching his kid, and the kid, the coach's kid's playing ahead of you, so you don't get to showcase anything. Or God forbid you live in a small podunk town and you got to shoot. I mean, think about, like, why was Mike Trout not drafted number 1 overall? Like, how many other teams passed over him? Well, again, small high school, New Jersey, like, wasn't scouted, so he's got all the natural. Well, he's got maybe, but again, I would go back to poorly scouted because of lack. Again, there's just not that much scouting and crappy.
The problem with today's you have to be on a traveling team to get noticed when you're young, and traveling teams.
It's not like he's from New Jersey. It's not like he was from New Mexico or Montana, where there ain't no major league teams. He's in New Jersey.
Well, it's still a small high school.
You have Philadelphia, not too far. Come on.
But again, it's not a baseball school. He was probably more scouted for football, if I'm just guessing here. But yeah, like, he's not in the spotlight, so to speak. It doesn't matter where you live.
The
Mets, you're not in the
spotlight. The Yankees, and the Phillies.
If you're not on a traveling team.
Dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. Those 4
Diamondbacks dropped the ball. How many teams dropped the ball?
But that's far away. It's not like they're local.
Actually, the Diamondbacks had an opportunity. They were going to draft him, and they decided not to. There's like a lot of talk about that. It's known that we intentionally passed for whatever fucking stupid reason, but neither here nor there. The main crux of this argument is that guys like Soto, their existence is baseball from a very young age, whereas an American kid that same age doesn't, you got girls, you got cars, you got, you know what I mean? So it's not
food.
like you're exactly.
And with the current landscape, you could argue from a younger perspective, football or basketball is a more exciting game because when someone bat flips, you get everyone arguing whether you should or shouldn't.
Exactly.
You bat flip, you get one in the fucking ear, bro.
Even in high school. That's unfortunate. But no, I would say this though. I think I've thought about this. If my kid's good at baseball and he's like, 14, 15, I'm gonna send him to the Dominican. Like, let him go drop out of school. Like, I love that's what Bryce Harper did. He was just like, I'm too good at baseball to do anything else, or at least focus on anything else. So why am I still dicking around on a high school team?
Yeah, but
I should be turning into a professional ball player.
Harper came for money, correct? His parents were able to.
Some money, probably. Again, more money than most families might have, especially a Dominican family. But, again, when you're just that good and you have that gift and it's like you're just preordained to be something, why are you wasting time? I mean, right? Like, you think some sort of like calculus class is really going to be beneficial to him in terms of becoming a professional ball player? Like,
well,
what are we talking about here?
It's also not guaranteed. Even if you're good at it, good people still don't always. There's different reasons why people fail, and it's not always because of their talents. You can't just.
But if you have a gift, you focus. I mean, this would be like if you had a daughter who had just like an incredible voice, like a Taylor Swift or something like that. Would you not nurture that talent from a young age? I mean, absolutely. You'd be getting her in front of every talent scout possible. You'd be getting her an agent, I mean, you'd be putting her in singing competitions. You wouldn't just be like, no, you need to go to senior prom. No, I mean, and you're going to have to dance with some guy that you don't want to dance, I mean.
Well, if they didn't let their child do that, they wouldn't be able to write a hit song on it.
Well. I went to the prom and I didn't want to. No, I it's just a different situation. So, so to compare Gourmand to a Soto, not exactly fair. Plus, a right fielder and a third baseman. There's a few defensive differences there, right?
Well, yeah, you need more. You usually typically need more offense. Third baseman is typical. I mean, I say typical, but usually you think a third baseman's usually the power guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about defensively. You've got to learn more baseball overall to play an infield position than you do like right field, because right field's where you send the kid who can't field for shit. And I know this because I played right field. Yeah, you're out there in the weeds and like you're just hoping the ball doesn't get hit out your direction. And if you're lucky, well, yeah, normally, yeah, again, that's why you put the defensive liability in right field, because often the ball isn't hit out there.
Exactly.
And if you're lucky, that player has the ability to read, what's going on in the infield and hit the cutoff man or blow past the cutoff man if they got a good arm. But like a third baseman, more and more, you want your third baseman to have like shortstop type chops, like you think about the Matt Chapmans and the Nolan Arenados, right? Like these guys are gold glovers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you want your Gourmand to be a good third baseman, or you just want him to be like some schmo out there, like DH-ing it, like.
He can't DH. He's in the National League.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a different learning curve. You're not comparing apples to oranges when you talk about a Soto to a Nolan Gourmand. So his minor league numbers, for all you know, he's been focusing on his footwork and his fielding.
I'm sorry. I love Gourmand. I really do.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely. And, well, he's a local kid.
I'm not saying he's never going to improve or anything. This is the first full season we've seen of him.
Well, look, if you're sick of him as a prospect, feel free to trade him my way.
Or trade him to the Yankees. We'll give you Andujar.
No, I was talking about on a fantasy team.
Oh, on a fantasy team.
Yeah, I am looking to retool slightly, restock, reload. So
Are they going to change the rules?
For what?
You
For
guys
fantasy?
talking about that?
Oh, for what? What are we talking about? What rules?
The rules for keepers
It's
and
still the
having
same. Nothing's changed. I mean, I think as far as I'm aware, everything's staying the same. I mean, well, all right. So all right. You want
NA spots.
NA spots, but you have NA spots. That's your bench. You have a much deeper bench than we've had previously, and that's your NA. You keep it on the bench. You want to keep rookies. You want to hoard prospects. Keep them on the
I don't
bench.
hoard prospects.
Well, but if you want to, that's what the bench is there for. You have 9 bench slots to do whatever you want with.
The only reason this has changed right now, this is the fucking Bronson rule. Bronson fucked everything up because he was fucking Captain Hoarder.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, it's not a brawny rule. I think we just decided that it was much more luxurious for you as the manager to not have to worry about, well, so and so got some spot start, and then I had to drop a player just to activate him and then just send him back down again. So I lost out on 2 players, really. You know what I mean? That's the idea is like, okay, he's just on your team, doesn't go up or down. If you want to start him the minute he's called up, go ahead. And if not, just leave him on the bench. Let him develop some sort of rhythm if you want.
And it helps both sides. For teams that are rebuilding, they're not going to carry as many starters as maybe a playoff team. So, they'll carry the guys. But for the playoff people, they got a larger bench. All right, I'm going to pick up this streamer because I got this matchup I need to win. Both sides benefit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know for a fact, like, I was able to carry uh, way more in terms of starting pitching this year because of that deeper bench. I had what I would consider to be a very generous amount of relief pitching, like relief pitchers for the save holds thing. Going against guys like Pete and James, I mean, who are running 5, 6, sometimes 7 relief pitchers out there. You gotta have that. You gotta have that extra space, and then of course, being able to stack starters. Uh, that was my way of contending with Pete, who was constantly streaming throughout the regular season.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, he was.
and then so and then I found myself carrying 1 or 2 extra bench bats that I might not be able to otherwise. It's why I have a pretty luxurious catching scenario right now that I probably won't have next year. I mean, but it's allowed me to have this flexibility where I could trade a Gary Sanchez. I paid so much to get Gary Sanchez a year ago, but now all of a sudden, because of that deeper bench, I've got a Will Smith too, and Will Smith, quite frankly, could be the second best offensive catcher. As soon
Whoa,
as next year.
getting about Mitch Garver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot about Mitch Garver.
Yeah, I did forget about him. Okay. I mean, I still
He-
think Will
he's
Smith's
pretty.
in that conversation though.
Garver is badass, bro.
Yeah, Garver is. He absolutely is. And now, if I'm not mistaken, does he have first base eligibility as well, or is he outfield? I'm trying to remember. I thought he had a
I think you're thinking of Astudillo, their other catcher.
No, because he
Yeah,
had
that's
third
what's
base.
funny. Astudillo, yeah, he's third baseman. That's
Yeah.
the funny thing. Astudillo was the thing everybody was talking about at the beginning of the season. No one even heard about Garver.
No,
Yeah, Garver only
came
has
out of
catcher
nowhere.
eligibility.
Okay, I don't know why. For some reason, I thought he had like first base, or I'm probably thinking way back to the Joe Mauer days, but
Yeah, Mauro was catcher and first.
yeah, catcher first, just like Posey now, but Posey.
Astudillo, whatever his name is, he's third
Yeah.
base.
Yeah,
And I think outfield too.
He
did
can play
pick
every
up outfield?
position, literally every position.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he can keep himself in the lineup, I mean, play him wherever you can. But no, I guess I did forget about Garver, but yeah, I will put Will Smith in that conversation as early as next year. I just like what I saw. He did run cold. Smith kind of ran cold at the end of the year, but I mean, what you saw was reminiscent, at least initially, of Sanchez when he got called up a couple years ago. Just
Mhm.
blasting the cover off the ball. So, you know, I've got that flexibility though because of that 9-man bench or that 9, to be politically correct, 9-player bench. So, again, he was a prospect taking up space, but then all of a sudden he's not taking up space, and I'm subbing him in and out. He's playing in my utility slot. I got off days covered. I got injuries covered. It turned into a very luxurious scenario. So, like, what really I think held you back, and this is maybe where your concern is, like you did have like a lot of active players that I don't think you necessarily needed to hang on to. Like you kept
That's
Braun. Braun had some some relevance, but you were holding a few like Bronze. You were holding some. Oh, who was the guy that I was like, how's he still? What's his name? Old man Tampa Bay third baseman. Now he's with the Giants, not doing any better.
Longoria?
Yeah, Longo. Yeah, so you had like some old man Longo.
I don't have him.
Didn't you? Yeah, you had Longo for a minute.
No.
I mean,
no, I never had Longo. No, you got me. I never had Longo. I never had Longo. You got me confused.
No, I might be thinking about way early in the year, but
I've never had Longoria.
All right, fine. It doesn't matter who, but it's the type of player, okay?
Okay.
It's just guys that you don't need to hang on to a starting pitcher with like a 6 ERA that's got no upside. You don't need to hang on to a relief pitcher with a 6 ERA that's got no relevance beyond just taking up a roster spot. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean that where it seemed like you were restricted by that 9-player bench. You eliminate some of those players as your prospects start getting called up, and all of a sudden that 9-player bench starts becoming more and more luxurious to you. Because again, you're getting rid of some of that fluff. So you know what I'm saying? Where now all of a sudden you're like, okay, I've got a few roster spots to play with, instead of being stymied by what once seemed like not enough space. Does that make sense?
I'm not gonna argue, bro.
Well, I'm just saying. I think you got room. You got more room than you realize. And like I said, in your situation, like we weren't penalizing teams that were in a rebuild situation. Like if it was full Bronny, nobody went full Bronny this year. But you, like, where you're taking over a team, you're kind of making it your own. You got some pieces you want to build with. If you had happened to slide a top prospect or two right into your lineup, nobody would have been like, he's not on a 40-man roster. He's not playing. You know what I mean? So that part of things was fine. Like, really, I think, if you're a little more like that next year, although next year, by the time we get talking on spring training and stuff, it's very, very likely that you'll have players making it out of camp with major league roles, or if nothing else, getting called up April and May, So, and your prospects aren't far away, so that's the good news at least. And like I said, once you're past all that, you're gonna be like, look at these luxurious lanes I can just weave in and out of, It'll be fine. You'll be fine. I don't know. I mean, you can always try to put it up for a vote, try to just suggest it to the league. If there's a lot of interest in it, it's obviously something we'd be flexible about, but generally the feedback was positive.
I brought it up in a chat and no one else said anything, so I won't bring it up again.
Well, no, you're more than welcome to. That's the way we run these leagues. You're more than welcome to, if you have an idea or a
I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I brought it up already.
No, it's not even beating a dead horse. It's just reminding the issue, refreshing the issue, and we welcome that feedback from, our managers. It doesn't mean we're going to make a change necessarily, but we'll also take it into consideration.
I don't want to be considered that guy, that problematic guy. I don't even want to be.
We don't have problematic guys. I mean, we really don't.
Like the penguin dude. I don't even want to be.
Dude, yeah.
Compared to that dude.
You would have to go so far off the reservation, so to speak. I mean, like you would have to be. I don't even know what you would have to. I don't think you could put yourself in Triss territory. I mean,
I didn't even say his name. I said the penguin guy.
well, but
You'd
again,
have to trade for Mike Trout, drop him, and then trade him for him again and drop him
and
to be
then
in that
like,
territory.
and then make like ridiculous proclamations like this $1 player is gonna win me the league, and it's like
Oh
Joe
yeah,
Panic.
who was that? Who was that? The
Joe,
third Panic. Joe Panic. Joe
yeah,
Panic.
he did Joe Panic. That was the last time we had him in a league, and then I'm trying to think. Oh, it
Brian
was
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman was the first time he did it, and that worked out for like the first.
No, Zimmerman had a good year that year.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he had like a good half a season, and then he really petered out. Then I think he got hurt too, didn't he? I'm not positive. I think
The only
he made it. What did he do? He traded Zimmerman for Harper
It
or
was
something.
Harper
Yeah,
for Zimmerman.
God, that was
Harper for
ridiculous.
Zimmerman, I think it was.
All right, so you get the idea as far as how ridiculous it would have to be for
Yeah.
you to even be in that camp. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think you could do any of that. I don't think it's possible. And if you're just watching this, just hanging out, and you don't know who Triss is, or you haven't heard the backstory, let's just say this is like the most annoying manager you've ever had in your league, or has ever been in any of your leagues. Just take the worst manager you've ever had in terms of annoyance level, and like multiply it by I don't know how many powers of 10. Like that's how bad. So it's virtually impossible to have that kind of just anger, collective anger for a manager in your league. I mean, there were people that literally wanted to kill him. Right? I mean, like even like Andrew, you were like, I can't
Eh,
stand this motherfucker.
you know,
Right? I mean,
and that's hard for me. I usually get along with everybody.
yeah, you do, and that's well. Oh, and he used to call you part of the cabal, like the cabal, as if there's some sort of power struggle in these leagues, which there's not. But the cabal was like me and James and you and I guess Nate. I don't remember who else was the cabal, but it was such a ridiculous. Like I've never heard anybody reference people who talk to each other on a regular basis as a cabal when playing fantasy sports. I mean, if we were like in some sort of system of government, perhaps, but no. I mean, it was just insane. I'm like, Tris, you must have really like hated the popular kids at school. I mean, again, right? It's just the people that hang out that, for whatever reason, you haven't ingratiated yourself to. And I mean, he didn't even try to ingratiate himself with James. He just sized James up as a frat boy, and I'm like, how do you get that? I've never gotten that. James is a nice family man. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I like
where do
James.
you, yeah, and it's like just Tris has him like sized up, and you're like, I think you're wrong, buddy. He's like, I'm never wrong.
Some
Yeah, he was over the top.
some he acted like he was some Jacksonville thug or something.
Yeah, like he was just, I don't know, whatever. Enough of that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck a couple of guys here. I gotta say that. I mean, I've said it more than once, but this year was so much better than we've had in years past because of managers that are no longer with us. And we'll leave them unnamed.
And
But
not that they passed away.
who passed away?
No, it's not. It's not that they passed away because you
Oh,
said manager no longer with us.
Thinking back on the
yeah.
entire season, I can't think of one instance where anyone was like, "Oh, you didn't," or he should have. I don't remember any of that.
No, I mean, honestly, I mean, just it's been it was a great fantasy baseball year, and I hope to, like I said, if it's not hockey, we did the little fun football league that was designed to be sort of a breather after baseball. Just fun, easy scoring, whatever. But the seriousness, I mean, I'll try to have hockey be that sort of same setup, but the seriousness will be fantasy basketball. Hopefully, just carrying us until baseball begins again. But yeah, I just being able to bring in new managers and not even miss a beat, and in fact, just slam down the accelerator towards greatness. Oh, you gotta love it. And next year, we're gonna have a few more managers, I think, doing TGFBI, and that's the Great Fantasy Baseball Invitational we were talking about earlier that we all did poorly at this year. But next year we should have at least Nathan joining us.
I want to join. Fuck.
Write an article for my website, and that's all you need to do to qualify. Just write one article. I mean, that's all. Andrew, how many you wrote? You wrote a handful of articles. You wrote more than James did.
I probably only wrote, like, not counting early season, only like 5 all year.
Still more than James. I mean, I think James literally wrote one article for FFO, and he was in. And that's, I mean, not to undersell his abilities or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just we just kind of we're already barging our way in anyhow, and so we just needed that little bit of credibility or some sort of merit, and it's worked out. I mean, Nathan's going to write a few things for my site, and he's already done stuff in the past, so that helps. But yeah, I mean, Jose, honestly, if you just want to throw some articles down, the fact that you do the podcasts and the hangouts and stuff, that plays in your favor. I mean, and just engage with these people on Twitter. That's really all I can say to do, and pretty much that. I mean, did you apply yet? Did you try to get in or?
I did both years.
Okay. All right. Well,
you put up you put it up. You put something up, and I tried it.
Okay, so they're taking invitations for next year.
Already?
Yeah. But they want you to show some of your work in the past. So what we'll do, we'll get you something on the website. Just write something. I don't know. Write about league setups or why NA slots over bench slots or whatever. Honestly, anything. So that way there's like a few links we can just post and say, all right, here's some credibility and here's my qualifications. And I mean, honestly, just the level at which we play these leagues and the leagues we play in qualifies us beyond what I think most of at least the lower tier of those leagues are qualified at. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some really upper echelon names like Pisapia and stuff like that, and a couple of Yahoo names, like Pianowski and shit like that. Like, there's some pretty well renowned baseball names in those leagues, but yeah, I mean, there's also just Joe Schmo like me, right? So, oh, Pirates jersey now. Okay, all right, nice. So you like going with you got the little like historical kind of. You got that going for you. I like that. How many jerseys do you have total?
A shitload, bro. I need another closet.
Oh wow, that's a lot of jerseys. That's a lot of jerseys.
And I have 4 Jets jerseys. How many?
I have 3.
3? No, I have more. I'm waiting on 4.
Okay.
4 Jet jerseys that I ordered and they're not here yet.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm pretty pissed off because I ordered them July 27th. I fucking ordered them.
Where the hell is it coming from? Kazakhstan?
China.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that would explain the slow shipping. It's probably like on a boat somewhere.
Yeah.
The slow boat.
No, it's one of those big canister boats, whatever they're called.
Cargo ship. Cargo container.
It's in a fucking container, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they've got to unload all the cargo and then ship it from the dock somewhere in LA or something like that. So it's sitting. Yeah, right now it's sitting in a cargo container in Long Beach.
Probably. I don't know.
It's still got to make its slow trek across the western United States.
They're stuck at the Panama Canal.
Something, jeez. Man. Well, we're gonna have to hear about this Jersey site. I gotta see this. Some
Like I said, offline.
okay. Sounds serious. Oh man. Well, I mean, I don't know if we got a whole lot more to talk about. We've been live an hour 15. I don't know. We got any topics? Anybody out there hanging out want to throw in for some conversation, or y'all just enjoying the show?
Who's out here?
Yeah, we got a couple of voyeurs, looky loos.
I only see one at my end.
Well, I guess it depends on what you're looking at. StreamYard says something different. By the way, if you ever do like a live stream on YouTube or a podcast, this isn't pale or anything. They don't sponsor us, but I've been trying out this StreamYard thing. Check it out. Just search StreamYard. It's been a nice replacement for the Google Hangouts for our YouTube live streams where we do all the group hangout thing.
How you doing, Miss Des? Whoever that is. How you doing?
I didn't see that. Is she saying something?
It's on the YouTube.
Oh, well, I'm not seeing that. I don't see the comments. What did I miss? Did she say anything? She got a football question or?
Is your season over? Is all they said.
Yeah, fantasy baseball is over. Thank you. Woo! Finally.
Well, baseball's not over for me because
Well, yeah, you still got. Yeah.
That Roto league. Savannah, are you still here? If you are,
Yeah, chiming in.
speak.
It's all good. It's nice of the ladies to join us tonight. It's like ladies' night. Too bad we don't have anything exciting for the ladies tonight, but I feel blessed that we have ladies' night going on.
Savannah's my friend. I'm in a couple leagues with her. She's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah. We had well, it was Evan's, I guess, girlfriend. He always describes her in kind of a strange way, but she was hanging out and
Is that her?
No. Yes, I did, Miss Des. I did finally win. She's watching sports, drinking wine. Sounds like fun. I like that. 2 thumbs up. Oh man, I just wish we had more football content. But outside of the Breeze and the Roethlisberger, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I just saw Roethlisberger when he threw the ball. He was holding his elbow, and he's going to MRI. He might.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, we're looking at two potential elbow ligament injuries there. I mean, Breeze and Roethlisberger.
Football.
What?
It's a football injury, and they're both in the same week. Ain't that crazy, bro?
Yeah, they would both blow out ligaments in their elbows. Breeze, Bridgewater, I guess would be the actionable move there somehow. Yeah, and if Breeze is out, that's pretty nasty for the Saints. And then of course Big Ben. Who the hell is his backup?
His backup?
Yeah, who's backing up Big Ben?
I told you it's the second year Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Or Rudolph Mason.
Mason somebody. Yeah, we looked at
Mason Rudolph.
Okay, is it? Yeah, Mason Rudolph. Okay, so we talked about that. The other thing we talked about was, Le'Veon Bell's replacement being injured. That's not good.
Connors. I don't know the backup. Connors backup.
Yeah, who's like the backup running back? But that obviously those are 2 seasons already seriously in jeopardy. So hopefully, if you got a fantasy football team, those are not players you own. I barely escaped owning Breeze this year. Just almost had him just squeaked past me. So that was a rum ham I will allow.
Yeah. I got sniped from him a few times, but I'm glad that I did now. Oh, yeah. Here's another injury. I'm surprised you guys didn't fucking clown me. My Jets quarterback.
Oh, Jets quarterback's out?
That motherfucker caught fucking mono.
Mono? Mono? I mean, that's not
Yes.
season ending, is it?
3 to fucking 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, and that could stretch. I mean, mono though. What? I guess I've never heard of mono for a football-related injury or just issue. Yeah, I got mononucleosis. I was sharing a soda can. You know what I mean? Like, how did that happen? It's kind of funny.
He was
Mono.
tossing salad and shit.
I
I
mean,
don't fucking know.
I don't right. That's yep.
They call it what? The kissing disease?
Yeah, that's what they call it, the kissing disease. I mean, speaking of kissing, ooh, kisses are exchanged in the chat. Yeah.
Where the hell you see that?
I don't know. It's right here in my chat. There was kissing. Yeah, I sent a little kiss emoji, and she sent a little kiss emoji back. Schmoopy, schmoopy. It's like Ryan's here all of a sudden. Getting schmoopy on the chat. I love it.
Snoopy.
Schmoopy,
What is
schmoopy.
wrong with it?
Yeah, you gotta love it. So yeah, if you're just now joining us, hopefully you appreciate some of this content. It's a little light tonight. Still in celebration mode from the championships, but we'll get it going. We'll have some more actual football content as these Sunday night things. We might even. You don't work Monday, do you, Jose?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are on Monday. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's a good night for these hangouts. I want to do it somehow tied to a national sport.
Saturday or Friday, bro.
Yeah, but that's
You
not
know
tied
my
to a
day.
national sporting event.
That is
Like Sunday night football, Monday night football. I mean, in the summer we got Sunday night baseball.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night football is an option because it ties to basketball, right?
Thursday night football.
Right. So we got Thursday night football. We got the TNT games on Thursdays for hoops. So I mean that's a possibility. We'll see what works, but try to keep the content relevant per sport. But yeah, I mean, I guess before we shut it down, anybody with any last questions, comments, complaints, shit talk, trolling, whatever you want. I mean, that's what we do here. Feel free to hit that subscribe button too if you're just now joining us or you're new to the program. That subscribe button is useful. I appreciate it. Thumbs up, comment, all of it. I love it. I don't know. Don't have a whole lot of. I think we just got a lot of looky loos tonight. That's okay. I like our looky loos. You're special to us too, baby. Looky loos. Well, let's wrap it up. I mean, I don't think we got a whole lot else going on, even though we get more and more people joining us. I don't know what else to.
We got how many? We got 3 people watching.
It keeps bouncing. Yeah, I mean, I got anywhere between 3 and 8 when I'm checking my different setups here, but it's all right. Let's not cry over spilled guineas. We missed them. They didn't say anything. It's okay. It's okay. But if you want to join us next time, we do open up these hangouts to the room. You want to join the broadcast, feeling brave, you're more than welcome to join us.
Believe that.
Yeah. You want to get in on a little hockey, a little basketball, still time for that. Best way to do that is go to the website, fantasysportsaddicts.com, or hit any one of us up on Twitter. You can see our Twitter handles beneath our screens here, under each of our names, or as our names. Yeah. And hopefully you guys are having a good week. Good luck this week with the rest of your teams. Jose, good luck down the stretch with your baseball playoffs. I just got to say, I'm glad I'm done. I'm happy to be out. I mean,
So you're done. You're done.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, I'm happy to be done though, because it's been a long fucking summer for me. I mean, it really has.
I have a Roto that I told you about.
Okay.
And I have a championship on ESPN that I snuck in as the 5th seed.
Okay.
I just checked. I just beat the number 1 seed. So now I'm going against the 2 seed.
Okay, so that's your finals match.
That'll be next week.
Well, good luck, man. I mean, if you Hey, if you got questions about like spot starts or streaming advice, let us know. I mean, that's what we did. Oh man, all week long, just cherry
Yeah,
picking
I
our
know.
starts and
Yeah, let's talk about this guy that you and I talked about.
which
Hey,
guy?
Andrew, do you know about? Come on,
Oh, Marvel again.
Marvel. Come on, how can you not?
Marvel's been garbage. Marvel
The
hasn't done
Pittsburgh
anything.
guy?
Come
Yeah,
on, Marvel.
he's got a great name, but he's pitching junk. Marvel was not a good start this week. If you streamed Marvel, you were asking for trouble. You know who the best You know who the best stream this week was? I would give him overall top waiver sexiness provider this entire week.
Who?
Anal balls.
Annabelle.
Anibal Sanchez. Two
I think Adam Wainwright deserves an honorable mention.
Cy Wayno. Yeah, I mean you got a little Cy Wayno, but I'm
No.
talking about that. Well, he's a guy that most people would probably start in a given circumstance. But Anibal Sanchez, outside of a handful of starts just at all this entire year, he was not a guy worth rostering. I mean, you wouldn't even take a second look at him on the waiver wire. But if you somehow streamed him this week, you got two great starts out of the two step. And then today, I mean, today he was the difference for James. I mean, we both took a poo poo on that. We were looking at free agent claims and it's like Anibal against the Braves, bad idea. All of a sudden, Anibal going against what we thought might have been a depleted Braves lineup because they clinched yesterday. We thought, okay, maybe Anibal's going to be facing a depleted lineup. He's at home. The home factor was nice. The clinching, the fact that another team clinched on their field was nice. The fact they're still chasing the wild card, all very nice. So he had a lot riding on his start today. But Anibal pretty much was that wild card, just like, fuck it, zero fucks. $0 because nobody else was bidding against you. Oh, we got Mayor Mendoza saying Jets hat, Pittsburgh jersey. What the fuck is this? It's a good question. It's a good question. He's a wild man. He's a baseball fan and a Jets fan. But yeah, Anibal though, for just a deep, just like I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel crazy. Anibal was that start this year or this week. But yeah, you're gonna have options like that for you. I mean, it's ESPN, so I'm guessing it'll be. You might have. Hopefully, you'll have better choices than an Anibal Sanchez. I mean, it was honestly down to like, you're like Chichi Gonzalez.
Well, one guy who helped me towards the end, only because he came out of the DL, was Manea.
Oh yeah. A lot of people dropped Manea, and James was able to go pick up Manea, and since he got off the DL, he's just been ridiculous.
Yes.
So fuck yeah. I mean, yeah, Manea. James and I were talking about him today. He's, very nice piece. That was a big factor for him too in Hall of Shame. So, but yeah, I mean that most likely he's not going to be just like a spot start. If he's still sitting there in the waiver wire, I mean, I don't care if he's starting once or twice. Go get him. Right? Why is he still there? Your league's not very competitive, unfortunately, if he's still there. But yeah, since he came off the DL, he's great.
Mayor Mendoza. The reason I have a Jet hat and a Pittsburgh jersey is because I was showing these guys jersey I got. This is a Clemente jersey. I'm not even a Pittsburgh fan, but I'm a Clemente fan.
Yeah, he's got jerseys. We just talked about how he has like 400 jerseys and jerseys of all kinds of players.
Yeah, earlier I had on my El Mago, Javi Baez Cubs jersey.
Yep. So he's equal opportunity with his jerseys, but he's not equal opportunity with his love of his Jets.
That is correct.
Right? We're not going to see you all of a sudden rocking like a New York Football Giants hat or anything.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Didn't think so. No Buffalo or anything?
No, that ain't happening, son.
Didn't think so. All right, just checking. All right, well, let's wind her down. Andrew, you got anything you want to promote, throw out there? Anything about this week you want to complain about?
Just pray that I don't lose my sanity watching the Cardinals.
That's all you can do sometimes. Jose, how about you?
Fucking Darnold and his fucking mono.
Mono. How do you get mono in football? I mean, seriously, what? How does that happen? I've just never. I don't think I've ever heard of a professional football player having mono. Maybe maybe it happens more than I know, but I just,
Hey, I don't know. I'm not very happy about it.
that's weird. That's just weird. I mean, did they test him, or are they sure it's not like narcolepsy or something? I would assume they ran a test, a viral test or whatever.
I just hope there ain't other teammates that have it, because then it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on in that? Now, again, a locker room is an intimate place in its own regard, but it's not supposed to be the kissing disease level of intimacy, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like that'd be a freaky ass locker room, let me tell you.
What the hell they're doing in the showers, bro?
Hey, you know what? It's like Vegas. Don't, we stays in the shower room, okay? Just make sure you're wearing your shower shoes. That's all I gotta say.
You don't want to drag those fucking drain babies home with you.
Yeah. So people are firing off knuckle children. And God knows what's going on. Oh Lord, kumbaya. All right. Oh, Andrew. Yeah, I still got to get your article posted. Oh, pay attention. Articles being posted on the website. Andrew, I owe you an apology, but it's championship week, so I'll make it up to you.
Did you just say pay attention? My wife gets mad when I tell her that. Pay attention.
Oh, I don't think I said pay attention.
You just said pay attention.
No.
Oh, he said pay attention to the site, as in, there's going to be stuff on the site.
Yeah, that's, look forward to that, I guess, instead of pay attention. Hey, listen. Pay the fuck attention to fantasysportsaddicts.com, all right? Come on. What the fuck you doing out there? Get your fucking head in the game. Put your fucking eyes on that website. How's that? Better?
That's a lot better.
All right. Let's focus up here. Come on. The fuck else what are we doing here? Come on. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for everybody hanging out tonight. It was fun. We'll get some more of it. We'll do some more championship talk. I expect an update next week from you, Jose. I want to hear how your championship's going.
Okay.
Or I want to hear about the championship you are winning or have won.
Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, don't jinx it yet. We got to get it in the bag first.
One thing for sure, I won't be eating a sandwich made out of malice tonight.
Ah, she's making it full of love.
Yes.
Love sandwich. Yeah. Schmoopy schmoopy. All right. All right, let's wrap it up. Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer Time. I promise not to flub it like I keep doing. I need like a teleprompter. You guys are going to have to remind me what my own Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer is, I think. I keep fucking it up. I don't know. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup. Courage to add drop aggressively. Yeah, you got to win that title. And wisdom, as always, baby. Make good trades. Amen. All right. Website's fantasysportsaddicts.com. Hit me up on Twitter at letter F, letter S, word double, letter A, F, S, double A. Thank you to Jose at Jets Infinity on Twitter. And, of course, Andrew at Fantasy81 on Twitter. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. It was a lovely evening. I hope the rest of your evening is also fantastic. Good luck. We'll see you next time. And I'm ending the broadcast. Yay.
Peace out.
Peasy. Reese's Pieces.